Have you ever wondered, how does a LARP for roughly 30 people look like? Well, wonder no more! Heya, Sabrina here. I've been thinking about doing a video about the LARP I staff at for so hecking long, and finally I managed to actually record some of it. So I can edit it down properly to explain a little bit what goes behind the curtain we don't let the players see. It's nothing glamorous, but it's so much fun. So let's get started with the LARP preparations. Oh yes, like every other event, a LARP always starts way before the event is scheduled. The organizers meet up to discuss the plots, NPCs, and how to arrange the locations to keep it always fresh even for our habitual players. Once everything is finalized and decided, the staff is usually permitted to enter the LARP's location one day before the event to set everything up and make sure that the dungeon instances are up to standard. All you can see here were the bags of personal stuff me and my partner, who is one of the organizers, put together before leaving for the location. This, of course, is just part of what was inside our car, as we also had to stop by the LARP storage unit, which is just a cellar of one of the organizers, to get more decors, props, and oh so many curtains and cloths. You can never have enough curtains or cloths, especially to cover unwanted elements in a location, change a door into a wall, or change a window into a wall, or we change a lot of stuff into walls, you know. Once we finished setting everything up, we eventually went to sleep trying to get a good rest as we waited for the first day. On the first day, it's always best to have a good start with your morning, which means scrambling down the kitchen to try and find a good cup of coffee or tea, slapping it down, and then waiting for the players to arrive. In the meantime, me and another staff member, we were in the kitchen cutting up vegetables for the curry we were going to cook up for lunch. R.I.P.'s potato peeler. In the arms of the angel. As we did so, another one of the staffers came in with one of the props she made for the day. Look at that freaking thing, is it gorgeous? Also, tell me you're a Tyranids player without telling me you're a Tyranids player. We cut up some more veggies until it was time for briefing. Debriefing is one of my favorite parts of LARP. It's when you can see everyone gathering up and you can feel the excitement for the event flowing through the crowd. Usually it lasts around 10 to 15 minutes, with the narrators giving the players a bit of a heads up on eventual rule changes or event-specific rules, warning about anything of note they should know or be aware, and describing what has happened between this event and the previous one. After that, there's no time to waste, and the narrators shout out, "In-game!" I'm already back in the kitchen. Lunch is not going to cook itself. And as me and another staffer sweat away behind the stove, our players are already having the time of their lives running around the fields of our location, fighting all the mobs we're sending their way. Look at them go! Behind the scenes, it's also time to get some NPCs ready to go. Here's one of our players, helping out as our unofficial makeup artist. Getting full coverage with that silver looked like it was an absolute nightmare. And now finally, we can observe the fruits of our labor because it's lunchtime! Look at them eating without a care in the world. They don't know what's coming, because while they were peacefully eating, we, the staff, were on a mission. Since no mobs or NPCs are usually out during lunchtime, players had no reason to come out of the canteen. Thus, we used the time we had to go and hang some ramen off a tree. It sounds silly, but this is a quest the players have been invested in since the start of this LARP, and seeing it come to fruition in the whimsiest little way has been an incredible experience, especially hearing a player running around screaming, "The ramen tree exists!" After lunch, it's time for more fighting! And since the food was already prepared for dinner, that meant that it was also NPC Time! This is one of the generic mobs we had running around and fighting people. It was about time I started doing my part in bullying the players a bit. After I was sufficiently tired and the time was right for my cue, I could relax a little bit better in the shape of a quest giver. I've never been too fond of makeup, but putting random geometric lines on my face is so satisfying. After the questing was done, I could finally relax. I couldn't feel my feet anymore. Shout out to Rogue Energy, I don't know what I would have done without it. In the meantime, the players played, and played, and played. They were still playing even when night fell. They're absolute mad lads, I tell you. Well, the unofficial off-game call is at midnight, so I'm just gonna be a good D&D player and get my 8 hours long rest. In the morning, it's tea coffee time again! And as the colony wakes up, I might as well go and do a cleanup stroll. Sorry in advance for these clips, I'm getting motion sick myself. Since our LARP is techno-fantasy, which means that the setting allows for the use of nerfs, a lot of bullets risk getting lost in the foliage. It's good practice when there's a little bit of time to just go around the woods and have a stroll, looking for stray bullets who forgot they don't belong in the grass. It's also courtesy to take out of the woods anything that isn't off the woods. Any piece of trash and similar gets brought over to the staff room where we can dispose of it safely. So anyway, here we go walking, do an entire runabout of the LARPing grounds before returning to our headquarters. Neat! Of course, the players are still playing. You know, it's in the name. That's until it's time for the... Debriefing. It's always sad to see a LARP end, but it's a promise to see each other again at the next event. And it's also a lovely chance to laugh about the silly geese we were running around with foam swords. But don't believe it's over yet, because everyone knows that the marks from LARP stay with us for weeks. Look at my poor legs! That thing on my knee bruised over and was still visible when the next event was going on. Oh well, I'll keep it as a memento for another fantastic LARP done. Hope you enjoyed this little snippet into what goes behind a small and beginner-friendly LARP. I personally can't wait for the next installment. Plus, I have a couple of new NPCs prepared already. And I gotta get my revenge for that knee bruise. One day, players. One day.